All right, good morning. I'm sorry I'm not having like a song playing and some dancing going right now. Um, but I just wanted to tell the story that I was talking to another one of my friends last night who happens to be an attorney. He is aware I'm in a custody battle, but he doesn't know like the details or why I lost them. I'm like, well, there was no legal reason given, and still to this day there has been no reason given that's illegal. However, um, she did conspire to have me charged with wiretapping, and I mean that's a true story. The judge bullies in Westmoreland County, particularly, or anywhere in Pennsylvania where wiretapping laws exist. Um, Bullies are charging victims with wiretapping to shut them up or to get back at them in some way. So this is me. I'm living proof of that. So I explained to him that I was charged with wiretapping. He's like, wiretapping? Like, what? How are you wiretapping? Like, I'm like, well, I wasn't wiretapping. And I'm like, here is this news article, which if I would have thought about this, but I was just so busy typing my recusal and doing all these things, I should include the news article to the Supreme Court that says I was charged with wiretapping. I was not wiretapping. And my attorney friend last night was like, Jen, you are not wiretapping. That's not wiretapping. And I was like, yeah, I know that. My attorney, who is very smart, has already let me know this. She let me know when I was in jail. And he's like, okay, then why is this still going to trial? Why is all of this going on? I said, that's a great question. I guess because they want to make a big to-do about it. It was already in the newspaper. I don't know. But I'm all about exposing this custody judge personally myself. That's what I want happened. I feel like, honestly, she's a criminal. And so, but if you read, I pulled up, I said, let's just Google it right now. Murraysville woman wiretapping, that's me. You read down to my comment at the end of the story, and it says, this is just another cruel joke imposed by the justice system on my children and I, which that's what it was, is, and still is till this day. And everything, even that happened before that. Thanks to Eugene and his district attorney, my judge's best friend, Judy Petrush. Which, they got all turned into the bar, and that was by accident. That was just me turning in the recusal, and they all get turned into the bar because that lady reading that recusal, that attorney Jennifer, was so smart to dig out the other names and make the connection and realize there's a problem, and she took care of it for me, turned them all into the bar for me. But regardless, what happens with any of that, I don't know. I am just going through the motions of what I feel and have the options to do to protect myself and my kids. But in that newspaper article, it says Judge Michelle Bononi, she is my custody judge, basically, and she did, I have the transcript, proves she orchestrated this whole ordeal for me to be charged with wiretapping, and she's my custody judge. So the newspaper article alone, in my opinion, proves straight bias. This lady had me charged with a bogus crime I did not commit. And so I'm like, I showed him the video. I'm like, look, I'm like shaking. I'm being very polite. I'm there to get my transcript. I've been going through this for weeks. You can see this man who works in that office, at the treasurer's office, standing behind me in my videos trying to intimidate me. Well, I'm just simply there saying, ma'am, I need my transcripts, because the transcripts are proof of what has happened to my family and to me and what really happens in that courtroom. And so I explained that to the attorney yesterday, and he understands. But I'm like, for whatever they're worth, I have a whole trailer, but I don't know how that's helping me other than I will be actually using exhibits in my future recusal if this one gets quashed. So if I can get a final order, and that's why I was trying to explain, I'm hoping the Supreme Court will understand, like, this lady will not give me a final order. She has been doing this a long time. She knows all the tricks of the trade, and she uses them against innocent mothers. And this is why I'm about to protest. And I'm getting pretty creative thinking about my different types of protests, and may just be signs in my car that I drive around through town. Everyone can see. I may get another sign that says "Free the Jezwali Children." But I will be protesting at the courthouse, and I'm like, maybe that's what they're waiting on. They said I was going to protest. Yeah, it's a party of one protest, but I feel like it doesn't matter. Like, just me, I can make maybe just as big of an impact as a party of 100, honestly, especially at that courthouse, or really anywhere of these people that know me. Like, oh God, now she's driving around with a sign in her car. Well, give me back my children, you evil, disgusting people. And anyone judging me for my sign, well, return to sender.